Transformation in 3, 2, 1.
Hi everybody, welcome in, welcome in. This reading is for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, wherever you find it in your chart. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to take a look at this picture. Wow, there's this idea of humor, right? There's an idea of not being able to be fooled, but at the same time, your constitution of self is made up of so much empathy, humor, understanding, right? The Jovian joy, right? And at the same time, the educational expansion, right? The higher learning, the higher self that comes along with your nature. So even though you're not being fooled by people, it's like there's still this element of like an artificiality trying to and say manipulate the situation via like information that you know are true, right? And your like because of your want and ability to empathize and learn more, that's where it's kind of like they're trying to propose something that maybe you know is not only false but like it's not good for you, like nutritionally wise, right? Like the nutrition facts came through, and like what feeds your soul, and this idea of like you being the real pearl of truth, like you having that real authentic, genuine ness in the middle of some artificiality, right? Being maybe like trapped in it, but not being able to be trapped in it for too long. And this focusing on your goals and focusing on what the truth is, and maybe like the humor, like they think they're getting away with something, but really you're the one who has the upper hand, and you're finding it kind of humorous. So keep that in mind. Again, there's like this mischievous nature about you, not devious, not mean, about how you're approaching this. I was going to say attracting. So be mindful of what it is that you're thinking, because that's what's bringing things in. But there's a transformation available and at hand, and you're kind of having this show within yourself. It's like they're putting on a display for you, right? Like masks, pretending, playing the part, and they think they're getting away with something when really truly they're not. And not only are you seeing that they're not, that it's false, and what they're trying to do, you're letting it play out so that you can get a better like gauge on the nature of the thing, and then the transformation can occur. And again, you're nobody's fool. You're not being taken advantage of. They're attempting to, but that's not actually what's occurring. Okay, so just keep your mind out for that. Wow. And again, here's this like mischievous and this idea of focus. Like maybe they think you're focused on something, but you're focused on something else. And again, that pinpointing it. So we're going to start off with some wisdom of Hafiz. Ancestors, spirits, guides for Sagittarius and everything. Oh, Sagittarius is watching. Not all the Sagittarians watching, yes, but for everything you are paying attention to, ancestors. This is strange how this is coming through today. Look, have patience. Oof. This came out for another sign too. And patience is difficult for fire signs. 333. And patience is difficult when again, you're waiting for something to play out, but having patience and letting it run its course will be much more beneficial to you than rushing in. That's what's coming through here. Have patience. The moon, asked about her luminosity, said, I am a master of patience. It will happen. Perhaps not exactly as you'd imagine it, perhaps far better, but it will happen. Have patience during the in-between when you can't see the results of your hard work and diligent investments. There are forces moving on your behalf, far beyond the realms of sight. Trust them. They are bringing in precisely with divine timing what you need to bring your soul into the fullest expression of itself. Wow. All you need is patience. If you're a Guns N' Roses fan, that song be coming through. Wow. Now I'm hearing the whole song, which I'm not going to sing. 444. We saw 333 and we saw 444. Ancestors, spirits, guides. Ooh. Right off rip to get the Ace of Swords. there is that truth, there is that knowing. Two of Cups in the reverse, Page of Cups. See, and then the Two of Swords. This is exactly what we were just saying. Yes, there is a truth. Yes, your mind can see it. Yes, your mind is going to spin it to all the different levels and examine it. Really explore the possibilities within all of the aspects of truth that you're seeing, within all of the information. You're like running it through your giant idea brain, Saggies. Some of the smartest, funniest. I mean, you are quick. Wit takes quick, right? You got to be fast, and you really are. But at the same time, see, that's where that patience is coming in, allowing each, letting that information come through until you get to the center point where things can shine through. Because right now you're standing at a blockage point. You got two twos. And it's like there's information that you are unaware of. There's communications that haven't come through or are happening behind the scenes, right? That are keeping this from being able to move forward. And you know this. You can see it happening. You can feel it happening. You know it's happening. You might not know exactly what the deets are, right? But you know that the sauce is cooking. And it's about, having the truth, having that one sword of truth that cuts through there, that says, you and this person, you and this situation, you and this thing are not on the same page. You are not compatible in the value system or even the approach. I feel like you are much more mature than the energies that you're kind of confronting, or again, like you're seeing what this is, and you know that this isn't this isn't somebody who is on the same page as you, especially not in the emotional self. Like you are leagues above. And here's this Page of Cups. Your empathetic self, your emotional self, you're wanting to understand, wanting to learn, right? It's like, but the feet aren't on the ground. And you're kind of seeing this. And again, there's this idea of, like being at a different level, and the sitting and the waiting and the patience, right? And that's the sentimental gesture, putting up with this crap while it develops. Very interesting. Maybe you're the one putting the blockage on it by not letting it perpetuate. Interesting. Let's get some clarifiers. Ancestors, spirits, guides. What is this Ace of Swords for Sagittarius? Tell us about this Ace of Swords for Sagittarius. Wow. Ace of Swords and Eight of Swords. All right, listen. When you're going through this process of re-examining stuff, of taking it through the layers, be mindful not to get trapped in that loop, right? There is an end space where the light is released, where this thing does come through, where the communication does occur. And the blockages, right? Some of them are inside your own mind, and that repetition of thought, and again, being trapped in that loop, right? That mental mind prison. As long as you're participating in this, you have, you have bounds on you. When you decide to stop participating, or you decide, that there is no emotional bond that's able to be formed between you and this thing, you and this entity, you and this other person, right? This partnership, take it how it resonates. Any kinds of partnerships, but on that, it's not emotional. You're not an emotional match. There's like a formula. Did you see the math right here? Like you're really doing the math, the logical steps, right? The things that you've been taught. Having patience to let it go through the process, but don't let it trap you. Once you let go of that emotional want for emotional bond, or just accepting that that this person is, you're out of their league, you are steps ahead of them on a different plane. That really lets some of this mental burden fly through here, you know, releases it. And again, with humor, there's like an element of humor. What is this Two of Cups in the reverse, Spirit? What is this Two of Cups in the reverse? Nine of Cups. Your wishes, hopes, and dreams. But you are not going to forfeit for anybody. It's not on your emotional agenda to forfeit your wants, needs, and genuine your generosity, your humanity, right? And it's kind of humorous if someone thinks that you might. Remember, you are the pearl. You are the authenticity, the real. That's you. And by letting go of this emotional attachment or acknowledging that there is no capability there for that, you receive your wishes. They come like flooding in, right? And it's like being the nine, like having everything, all the aspects of it in your independent self, right? The next step is to be able to have that with everyone around you. And at this point, with this particular instance, my cat's like throwing rocks out of the planter. What are you doing? Hi, Drax. He like literally is like scooping rocks up out of the planter. And now he's chasing them behind the chair. He's having a good time. Look at this. By having this empathetic approach, again, the nine. So now you have 2 9s and 2 2s. And we only have 6 cards out. It releases, again, the stress, the anxiety over it, the depression over it. Again, you're not like, it's like the way you're approaching this is with a bit of humor, with a bit of wit, and it's like rolling off your back, and there is no anxiety, letting go of that thought, freeing yourself from that space. What's on the bottom of the deck? 5 of Swords. Yeah, this person really thinks they're winning. This person really that's throwing these darts at you, they really think that they're getting to you, and it's like a kid throwing a temper tantrum, and the parent is just sitting there. The teacher, saggy teacher, like a student throwing a fit in class or trying to get away with something and saying mean things, and you're just like, wow, this kid has a long way to go. And it's really funny that they think that, you know, but there's like an empatheticness that they feel bad that they're in that space, and wanting them to be able to grow. You're winning. It's like those blockages that are put in place here. There could be some sort of argument that comes up. The other side could be being really harsh, and you are not letting it bother you because you know that it's all false. And again, like focusing like this little bit of like this idea, like a little bit of mischievousness, like you're kind of having like it's a bit entertaining for you. And that sucks to say, I'm not saying that, but like what it's doing is that you're like, okay, are you okay now? You had your fit, you did your thing, you okay now? You know, still love ya. I see you just got a little growing to do. You know, I think that's where you're at. Patience, right? Ancestors, spirits, guides. What crystal will help Sagittarians? Sun, moon, rising, Venus, anywhere they found it in their chart. Oh, thank you so much for being here. If this is resonating with you and you guys wouldn't mind, could you please hit the like button, because it really does help the channel and the algorithm and helps me know that I'm connecting to you. And if you really, really like it, come on and join us and subscribe. Ooh, appetite. Upgrade your version of you. Here's the stone. And here are the words. I'm going to read them for you. It says, what is appetite? It's a prismatic, earthy green aluminum silicate mineral. It's the get what you give stone by making good vibes even better. But be warned, if you bring appetite into your world, be ready to bring it. If you're set on wallowing out, keep appetite at a safe distance. Who needs it? Anyone putting in the work on their self. Where to put it? Stashed away in your essential to-do list. When to use it? When you're looking to kick a bad habit, a bad friend, or a bad mood. When you want to cast a spotlight on your weaknesses so you can work on them. upgrade your version of you. Yeah. I think this whole experience is really going to be eye-opening for you. It's going to be very enlightening for you as to how far you've come, and the fact that these things don't seem to they don't bother you in the way that they used to bother you. These people can't get to you in the way that they used to get to you, and you are your own saving grace, and you're going to notice how far you've come, Saggy. How far you've come. I'm so proud of you. If no one's told you today, I am proud. I am so proud of you. I'm proud of every Sagittarian in my life, and I love you. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you again for remembering to hit like and subscribe, and thanks for coming back and seeing us again next time. Bye.
Transformation in 3, 2, 1.